I know, I'm a little late on making this video. It was hard to find time to make it since right after I beat Mario Wonder, I had to jump right into Mario RPG. But who cares? Better late than never, right? Super Mario Bros. Wonder did what all the fans have been asking of the 2D Mario series for years. To do something different. The new Super Mario Bros. Series was staler than the cookie sitting on my desk for the last week. I should get rid of that. The first new Super Mario Bros. Game came out in 2006 and introduced plenty of new things to the 2D Mario franchise. At that point, it had been 13 years since the last 2D Mario entry. In total, there are 4 main new Super Mario Bros. Games, and each entry in the series did next to nothing to set itself apart. Fans were begging Nintendo to shake up the franchise, and they did exactly that with Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder changed everything down to the sound effects. Virtually nothing is ripped from any previous 2D Mario game. In this video, we're going to be covering all of the wonderful things Super Mario Bros. Wonder did for the 2D Mario franchise. Let's go. For years, decades even, the common story behind Mario games was Bowser kidnaps Peach and it's up to Mario to save her. But like I said, Mario Wonder changes almost everything about the 2D Mario franchise. Mario Wonder's story, while basic, is at least something new. Mario and friends are invited to the Flower Kingdom one day by Prince Florian. The Flower Kingdom is this mysterious new location with lots of weird powers. And talking flowers. I mean, it is called the Flower Kingdom, so not sure what else you'd expect. Of course, it wouldn't be a Mario game without Bowser. As Prince Florian is greeting our protagonists, Bowser flies in with his clown car and uses the Wonder Flower's abilities for himself. He becomes a giant castle and wreaks havoc on the Flower Kingdom. Bowser traps Poplins, which are basically just toads with flowers on their heads instead of mushrooms, inside their homes. Prince Florian can't stop Bowser by himself, so he asks Mario and friends for help. To stop Bowser, you must progress through several levels and collect Wonder Seeds to open more paths in the hub world. Bowser remains unreachable until you collect all 6 Royal Seeds scattered throughout the Flower Kingdom. 4 of these Royal Seeds are guarded by Bowser Jr. in each of the palaces across the Flower Kingdom. The other 2 are just sort of given to you at the end of the world. After traversing the many challenges Bowser throws your way, Bowser reveals his plan to hypnotize the whole world with his sick beats? After 3D World, I'm convinced Bowser's just an evil DJ. Alas, we defeat Bowser, and peace is restored to the Flower Kingdom. The main gimmick behind Mario Wonder is the Wonder Flowers. Wonder Flowers are these strange-looking flowers found throughout the Flower Kingdom. I don't think I've ever said the word flower that many times in a sentence. Upon touching one of these mysterious flowers, something peculiar will happen to the level. There's a lot of really fun wonder effects in this game. Some are just totally random, others are references to past Mario games, and some make me question what Nintendo is smoking and if I can get in on it. Without the wonder effects, Mario Wonder wouldn't be the same. The best part about them is that if Mario Wonder keeps getting sequels, which seems likely for the time being, each iteration can continue to introduce new wonder effects, making each game feel a teensy bit fresh. My only complaint about the wonder effects is that a handful of them are repeated. I can't say I blame Nintendo for this. It's gotta be hard coming up with a unique wonder effect for each level. At least they usually expand on the ones that they repeat. But there are some, like the one that turns you into a slime ball thing, that are repeated way too many times. The slime one alone is repeated like at least 3 times. But I digress, as these effects are revolutionary for 2D Mario. The power-ups added in this game are actually pretty cool. Obviously the Fire Flower returns in all its glory. Would it even be a Mario game without it? But Nintendo decided to add 3 entirely new power-ups on top of that. The first one, and most recognizable of the new ones, is the Elephant Fruit. The Elephant Fruit, you guessed it, turns Mario into an elephant. Yes, you heard me right. I never knew being an elephant was something I needed in a Mario game until now. But can we just take a second to point out how utterly terrifying the toads are as elephants? Anyway, being an elephant gives you lots of cool abilities like hitting things with your trunk, more strength, carrying water in your trunk, and a few more. Another power-up added in this game is the Bubble Flower. The Bubble Flower allows you to blow bubbles for you to either bounce off of or kill enemies with. You might be thinking, that's super broken, and you're absolutely right. The last power-up added in this game is the Drill Mushroom, which is sort of inspired by the drill from Mario Galaxy 2. The Drill Mushroom allows you to burrow in the ground or ceiling. It also makes your head invincible because, well, drill. I personally think the power-ups in this game are super awesome. They're super creative, but also don't steal the show from the Wonder Flowers. Badges are a super good addition to Mario Wonder. You can equip one of 25 different badges to Prince Florian. Depending on the badge he's wearing, you'll get a certain bonus that'll help you in some way. There are 3 different kinds of badges in this game. There's action badges, which change the controls in some way. This can include adding a double jump, giving you a boost in the water, and even giving you the ability to grapple onto walls with a vine. Then there are boost badges, which don't require you to do anything to activate them. This can include giving you a mushroom at the start of a level, adding extra blocks to a level, and beeping when you're near something important. Lastly, for the people who hate themselves, there's expert badges. Expert badges do the opposite of what the other badges do. They make the game harder. There's only 3 of them. There's Jet Run, which makes you constantly run at an unmanageable speed. There's Spring Feet, which is the 2D Mario version of the Spring Mushroom from Mario Galaxy. Basically, you're always bouncing. That's it. And for the people who really don't value their life, there's the Invisibility Badge. I think this one speaks for itself. If you want to 100% this game, you better get used to mastering all these badges because the final level in this game forces you to traverse many challenges related to both action and expert badges. It is by far the most difficult level in the game, but with enough practice, it shouldn't be too hard. Upon completing this level, you're given the final badge, the Sound Off badge. Wonder what this does. This is possibly the one aspect of this game that has disappointed me tremendously. As you may know, this game has 6 main worlds. You would think that all 6 worlds would have their own boss fight at the end of it, but no. Only 4 of the worlds have boss fights at the end of them. I don't know why, but Nintendo just didn't bother adding a boss fight to World 3 or 5. But no boss fight isn't much worse than the boss fights we did get. The boss fight for the other 4 worlds is Bowser Jr. Every single time. Each Bowser Jr. fight involves Bowser Jr. using the wonder effects to make the boss fight unique. Admittedly, these boss fights can be pretty creative, but they're all super easy and lazier than I am. I never thought Nintendo could make me actually miss the Koopalings. These Bowser Jr. fights feel more like mid-bosses to me. These would have been perfectly acceptable if they were just mid-bosses. Personally, I think this is a huge missed opportunity. Imagine how awesome it would be if they made new bosses and threw in wonder effects. The possibilities would have been endless. Fortunately, the final boss makes up for this. Sure, this boss is definitely on the easier side, but so are the majority of the 2D Mario boss fights. Basically, Bowser uses a variety of attacks involving him being a floating head and summoning magic hands. Nintendo sure does have a thing with magic hands, don't they? The boss fight is also music-based. Your way of attacking Bowser involves timing your jumps to the beat properly. He has a weak spot under his chin you have to hit with your head in order to hurt him. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say. As simple as this boss fight can be at times, it may be my new favorite 2D Mario boss fight. The attacks are super creative and really charming as well. Overall, the one thing I would change about this game is adding more boss fights and making them more unique. Wowie zowie, this is a wonderful game. Ha, both corny jokes in one sentence. Two birds with one stone. This game is by far one of the best Mario games of all time. I can't wait to see what Nintendo does after this. If I had to give this game a score out of 10, I would give it a very solid 9 out of 10. It does everything it set out to do nearly perfectly. If you're not sure whether to buy this game or not, I assure you, it's worth your money. If you even remotely like 2D platformers, this is a must-buy. It's also great for people getting into 2D platformers because it's a very detailed game without going overboard on the difficulty. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time, but until then, keep being awesome Nintendo fans. Peace out.